country title is a hard title to win because it's everyone on the line. You know, I never raced Kaladi, I never raced Enda Kurgat, and you know, an outdoor title is going to be a whole new challenge. But this means a lot to me. And before I got on the line, Heather told me, you know, shoe sponsors aren't exactly keen on cross-country titles when you're a 1500 runner, but this is for you. Like, this race is for you, it's not for anybody else. So I was thinking that the whole time.
I know Jenny's here with you guys as well. Did she tell you anything before the race?
Yeah, she braided my hair this morning, and she just told me that, you know, all the hard work is over, and you know, people who wanted to win a title, you know, it doesn't start today, it starts months before this. So all that I needed was already inside of me and already inside of us. So that's what we kept in mind.
Obviously, this is a really different race than the 1500 in the sun, but how much confidence did the summer that you had give you going into this season and going into this race?
Yeah, I mean, we had an awesome summer. My teammates have been around me all summer, and you know, really just how hard they work, you know, really inspires me. So we were confident in the work we put in and the mindset that we were in. Everyone was just really calm this week and having a good time, and we have a lot of seniors on our team, so this was just a really fun weekend for us.
If you had to give one piece of advice to high school athletes going into college, what would it be?
Oh man, cross country is over before you know it. You only have 4 years to run cross country, and I think you have to remember you're going to run so many races in your life, and it's just one day, and you know, you can put a lot of stress on it, and you know, but at the end of the day, like, it's just running, and yeah, enjoying every little bit of it. It goes by so fast.
Did you wake up today generally believing as a team that you could win this title?
Yeah, I definitely believed we could win as a team.
There's a lot of other people who didn't think that it was possible.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely believed we could win as a team more than I thought I could win as an individual. So I had so much confidence in that, and that really like helps me with the individual title, I think, too, because all the girls around me were fighting for team titles, and I was like, I need to be the lowest stick if we're gonna win.
I noticed, you know, you were probably 2K in, and just your teammates were just right up there behind you, and I mean, it was clear very midway through the race that they were in good position. When did you realize that? When did you realize that you had the team title?
I just kept hearing Tabor, McKenna, Sage, like I kept hearing their names from people cheering, and I passed Mark with a K to go, and he says, the team looks great. And when Mark says the team looks great, the team looks great. And so I was so excited, and I knew, and that honestly was probably the best thing he could have said to me. Not you can do this or you can win this, but the team looks great. That was, it was so good to hear.
Is that what gave you the extra motivation to push even further at the end?
Definitely, because I knew the girls, it was Stanford, it was Oregon, it was New Mexico, it was everyone that was fighting for a team title was right there. And when Mark says the girls are doing great, I said, man, I gotta fight that last 400 for these guys, because I know they're running well, and I know they're pushing hard. So.
You told us earlier in the year that Mark can be kind of a hard guy to read. What were his emotions like right after you guys recorded that finish?
You know, Mark's a man of few words, but he just kind of went up to me and gave me a pat on the shoulder, and I know what he's thinking. I know that he's proud, and I know that he's happy. So that, even that little thing, like, means a lot to me.
Dani, you didn't win Pac-12, you didn't win the region, but did the team feel like it was holding a little something back, maybe to really land on this day and have it to be the one?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the Washington coach went up to me after Pac-12s, and she said we were 4th of this conference 2 years ago, and then we won a national title. Right. And I almost think that we needed that chip on our shoulder, and we needed, because we've gone into this race being ranked first 2 years in a row, and it hasn't worked out for us. So I think not having that added pressure, being the underdogs, I mean, we weren't even invited to the press conference, so we were just thinking, like, you know what, let's just go in and have fun with it, no pressure, and yeah, it was awesome.
Last year at this time was a little bit bitter feeling for you. I mean, how much have you drawn on that as you get ready for this, and what kind of lesson have you learned from last year in order to make this so successful today?
Yeah, I think just going in, because Heather tells me all the time, she's like, Dani, you're going to run so many races in your life, and just going in thinking, like, you know, one day I'm going to look back at this, and it, you know, it's just going to be a memory, you know, and not like putting so much emphasis on, like last year I couldn't even sleep before this race because I was just so worked up about it, and this year I just went in thinking, it's just another day tomorrow, and all the hard work's over. So. Yeah.
Late in the race, were you sure you had enough space to go track down Wayne Kaladi with your speed?
No, honestly, I was just telling some other people I really owe it to that BYU girl who was really pushing it, because my goal was, if I'm not going to win today, I'm going to at least be second. Yeah. And so I made sure to stay with her. And then as I went around her, I noticed that the leader wasn't necessarily getting further away from me, and I was actually getting closer to her. And I knew once I turned that corner, I had a full 300 meters to really,
at that point, it's like a track race, a
yeah,
track
exactly.
race,
So, I went around that last bend, and she was right there. And I took Heather's advice, and that whole last stretch, I just embraced it, and every minute I just soaked in every little bit of it. So, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What were you thinking when Kaladi made that move at 15 minutes into the race? Because that was kind of like a do or die moment.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I expected to happen, and I was definitely like practicing in my mind, like in what I would do in that scenario. And I think Mark's biggest advice was to pay attention to how I was feeling, pay attention to my breathing. And he says, if you think you can go with her, go with her. So luckily, I had the legs today, and I felt pretty good as she took off. So
congratulations, huge day.
Thank you so much.
Feel the stinger on your leg?
No, I can't. I'm starting to feel cold though.
Yeah, look at that.
That's a good one.
When did that happen?
I don't know. I hope it's scars though, because I'm going to remember this. Yeah.
Permanent keepsake.
Yeah, I hope it's scars.
Can we grab a selfie actually? I've been trying to